Bonjour Leo and welcome back to my channel. Claude here. Today I'm going to be doing your monthly tarot reading for the month of July. So I hope you're doing well. Now I'm using my usual spread for this. So over here we have the Major Arcana to get the energy for the month. Over there we've got the court card, which is the advice on which court card would be helpful for you to embody this month, to make the most of it. And then here you've got the Minor Arcana to delve into the message. So I ask that, as usual, you do bear in mind those are general readings, they will not resonate with everybody, so take what resonates and drop the rest. And if you know you resonate better with your Moon, Venus or Rising signs, then do check those out too. Now, what do we have for my Leo Aquarians, please? What's the energy for July for them? So we have the Hangman. And obviously I'm going to go in depth when all the cards are out. Okay, what cool card should they embody? The King of Cups, just like Aries. I hope you can see it. It's very difficult. It's kind of dark today. I don't know why, it's really hot. Alright, let's delve into your messages. Oh, by the way, I'm using the Wizard's Tarot by Barbara Moore, and if you like the cards, they will be listed in the description box below. I'm a big fan of Barbara Moore, and she's made loads of decks and written loads of books. Okay, so we have the Four of Swords. We then have the Eight of Swords. Okay, so we've got progression here. And the Four of Wands. You've got two fours. And the Eight really is made of two fours. Interesting. Supporting the Four of Swords, you have the Four of Cups. Wow, okay. I'm getting the message loud and clear. The Six of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. This is nice to see right there. Okay, so the Hangman. Now the Hangman energy, and there are layers to the cards, I hope you can see the card. The Hangman talks about a period of limbo, things being stagnant, not moving forward. Sometimes it indicates the need to look at things from a different point of view, so that could be that. But generally speaking, it talks about having to make some kind of self-sacrifice, releasing something is what I'm hearing, in order to move forward. Otherwise we stay in that period of things not really moving and being stuck. And I got that energy quite a lot, because you have a lot of four energy, and the four, and you also have two eights, which can be interpreted as double four. It could be 6 and 2, but in this reading it really feels, numerologically speaking, it's double four. Four is strong foundation and stability, but it can also talk about lack of movement, you know, strong foundations, things being anchored is what I'm hearing. And you're being advised to embody the characteristic of the King of Cups to make things move forward. Now, obviously, you know, you have free will. I'll never presume to tell you how to lead your life, but that's the advice. The Kings represents mastery and knowledge of their suit, this expertise. Cups is the emotional realm. This is water energy. So this is literally what makes you happy, and it can have to do with relationships, intuition, but generally speaking, it's, you know, how you feel about things. And the King of Cups is someone who is emotionally matured, someone who has had the experience and, you know, knows how to look at a situation from an experienced point of view, from, you know, he's not going to get rattled, is what I'm trying to say. It's often described as riding the rough waves, as you can see here. You know, he knows how to control his emotions, he doesn't get overwhelmed, he is in control, and you can see it clearly from the card. And obviously, you know, no genders attached, this is a general reading. So in order to move forward and get out of this period of stagnation, or in order to release something, the card is calling for emotional maturity and not allowing your feelings to cloud your judgment and, make you do stuff you shouldn't do, basically. So we start with the Four of Swords and the Four of Cups. Now this is serious stagnant energy, because Swords is the mental realm, and you have 1, 2, 3. So 3 out of 6. So 50% of this is to do with the mental realm, which is the thoughts you have, the truths that are exposed, the knowledge that you gain. And otherwise you have 1 cup, and then the rest is wands, which is your energy, fire. So the Four of Swords talks about mental stability, but also about restrictions. It feels like, literally you're in a box and you're pushing against constraints, and you don't see an exit, you don't see a way out. You're kind of stuck. It's that energy of, not being able to move. I mean, if you put air in a box, you imprison air in a box. After a while, the air is going to disappear, right? So you get what I'm saying. This is really pushing against constraint, trying to see a way out, and you can't because your thoughts are in a box. And it's supported by the Four of Cups. So it's the same strong foundation and stability, but with the water element this time. And when you put water in a cup, it becomes stagnant and stale. It's the same thing. So it's emotional stability, but it can lead to apathy, being blasé, having lost the thirst for life, because you don't see a way out. You're kind of stuck in a situation. Now, whether you're here for a relationship, a job, a place where you live, you're just feeling, stuck. And from this Four of Swords, where you're fighting against constraint, you move to the Eight of Swords, which is the prison of the mind, because 8 is attainment, but it can also be lack of. And in the mental realm, the Eight of Swords talks about having erected psychological blocks and defenses they're up, and the only person who can get you out of this is you, because this is your own prison of the mind. Now, I know it's easier said than done, but this is what this is. So I can see that this block that you're having really comes from the need to release something. That's why I mentioned the releasing aspect of the hangman at the beginning, because I saw what was going on in your reading. And in order to free yourself from this prison of the mind, you have the Six of Swords. So same suit. Now 6 is harmony after having overcome a change or a challenge. And the Six of Swords talks about having learned the lessons of whatever this is, taking the experience, the knowledge you gained with you, and looking forward in a more optimistic manner, because you've learned the lessons, you have grown, and you can move. But you can only move forward once you've released. Do you see where I'm going with this? And this is going to call upon a lot of emotional maturity, which is why you've got the King of Cups here, showing up, saying you need to, detach from this, not allow your emotions to overwhelm you and cloud your judgment, because you have learned the lessons. Because what's coming after is beautiful. You have the Four of Wands and the Eight of Wands. Now, when the 4 and the 8 can be kind of stagnant when it comes to air energy and water energy, when it comes to fire energy, it's a completely different matter. The Four of Wands, so Wands being fire, your energy, represents passion, desire, willpower, what really drives you. And it is having experienced a period of growth and reaching a landmark, having something to celebrate. So when you release this, when you stop fighting, accept the lessons that had to be learned and free yourself from this mind, the jail in your mind that you've erected, you're going to have a triumph, something to celebrate, that period of growth, that lesson that needed to be learned. It's going to be something to celebrate, and it's going to come fast because you've got the Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands is a beautiful energy of things moving forwards and becoming unstuck. It could be text, it could be phone calls, it could be, emails, whatever the case may be. It could be someone coming your way, or it could be you going towards someone or something. But this is the situation being completely unstuck for you, and I see this as, a really fast movement. It's going to surprise you how fast it's going to happen once you release whatever needs to be released. Instead of fighting it. I always say a change is only a challenge if you look at it negatively and you go against it. if you embrace it and you go with the flow, then it makes you grow and things get, unstuck is what I'm hearing. So it's a beautiful ending to it as soon as you release and not allow your emotions to rule you. Now I'm going to give you a final message to close out your reading. So can we have a final message for my Leo Aquarians, please? I felt the need to cut. I normally don't, but I felt the need to, so I don't question. The Two of Pentacles. Okay, so twos are decisions, crossroads, duality, and Pentacles is the physical realm, it's earth energy, so this is home life or work life. So home life could be the buildings and the relationships with it, or it could be work life, so your job, promotions, starting a business, starting a project, education, whatever the case may be. The Two of Pentacles is really talking about looking at your options. So when you get this fast movement, once you've grown out of this and you've got something to celebrate, you are going to get to a crossroad in your life where you're going to have to choose a path and look at this from a practical point of view, because it really is, earth energy, assessing which way to go, looking at your resources and what you can and can't do. This is the ultimate unblockage of the situation. So from this, very stagnant energy which we have this side of your spread, you then move to this side of the spread where you have fast movement, growth, something to celebrate, and a crossroad that presents itself, because now things are opening up and you are now getting more options, a choice, a way out. The light at the end of the tunnel is what I'm hearing. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey for the cards with me. If you found this message helpful, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. As always, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate your time. I wish you a wonderful month, and I will see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.